The sky was a perfect unbroken canvas of blue, a vast emptiness stretching from horizon to horizon. Down below, the world was a tapestry of green fields, winding rivers, peaceful and unsuspecting. Nothing moved. It was the kind of quiet that feels heavy, a silence that seems to hold its breath. In this immense cathedral of air, there was only the sun, the wind, and a single, almost invisible speck. It was a day like any other, but it was about to become unforgettable. The stage was set. Players moved into position, hidden in the glare of the morning sun. A single blip appeared on a radar screen deep within a hardened bunker. Just one, a ghost. Unidentified contact bearing 270 Angel 20. The quiet was no longer peaceful. It was the sound of a predator holding its breath. The single radar blip suddenly split into two, then three. They were moving fast, a wolf pack closing in. Multiple contacts, fast movers, aggressive posture. The professional calm now tinged with urgency. The game had begun. The peaceful patrol was over. Now it was a matter of survival. Viper's thumb flicked a switch. The Gripen systems came alive. Radar swept the airspace ahead, painting a detailed tactical picture in real time. He was no longer just flying, he was hunting. Modern, capable fighters, signatures that told a story of advanced tech and hostile intent. Radar lock warnings echoed in his helmet, a persistent electronic heartbeat counting down to a lethal engagement. He needed to create distance, manage the engagement, turn the tables on the hunters. G-forces built like a heavy hand. His training took over. Controlled rhythmic breathing. They were skilled, determined. This was not a training exercise. The stakes were real. The missile was off the rail, its thin white trail uncoiling, a deadly serpent racing across the sky. Its closure rate terrifying. The world shrank to the size of his cockpit. There was only him, his aircraft, and the incoming spear of death. Time seemed to stretch and warp. Seconds felt like minutes. Survive, evade, counter, the mantra of a fighter pilot. He threw the Gripen into a hard right turn, the G's slamming into him like a physical blow. The airframe groaned, but held. 9 times gravity. He fought to stay conscious. The missile adjusted instantly. Smart, relentless, ignoring the bait. A technological prayer sent into the void. Yet the warning stayed. The serpent was still coming. He was out of options, cornered in a vast empty sky. Its motor burned out, but its speed remained immense. With the shriek filling his helmet, he did something not in any manual, preparing an impossible maneuver, a maneuver that would defy the very laws of aerodynamics. The missile was terminal. 2 seconds to impact. The world slowed to a crawl. Viper's focus narrowed to a single point of absolute clarity. His movements were precise, deliberate, almost unnaturally calm. He wasn't thinking anymore. He was instinct, man, and machine. 1 second. The end was a heartbeat away. Then it happened. Viper slammed the throttle to idle, pulled hard and threw out air brakes. The Gripen reacted instantly. It was like hitting a wall in midair, momentum brutally arrested. The canards bit into the airflow, the wings bit into the airflow, transforming a spear into a shield. The deceleration was immense. The jet shuddered on the very brink of falling out of the sky. The maneuver was a Pugachev's Cobra, but executed at supersonic speed, something thought impossible. The Gripen reared up, its nose straight up, forward motion almost gone. The missile, programmed to intercept a fast-moving target, had no target to lead. The serpent shot past, expecting a jet at the intercept point, and found empty air. The entire event took less than 2 seconds. 2 seconds that felt like an eternity. 2 seconds that saved his life and changed everything. The impossible had become possible. What Viper and the Gripen accomplished was miraculous. Green, F-35, Typhoon, Rafale. Post-stall maneuvering pushes beyond normal aerodynamic limits. The F-35 technological titan, built for first look, first shot, not extreme close-in aerobatics. Eurofighter Typhoon, Doubt Rafale, renowned brawlers yet bound by constraints of mass and power. Gripen, the welterweight, single efficient engine, perfectly balanced, digitally controlled. Its secret? Relaxed stability and an advanced flight control system. Lightning-fast corrections, hundreds per second. Instability becomes a weapon, letting Gripen pivot with physics-defying authority. Where others would tumble, Gripen's flight control managed chaos, stall and recover in a fraction. Lightweight airframe, powerful single engine, brilliant software. Together, a get-out-of-jail-free card. A maneuver that turned hunter into hunted, prey into predator. Within 2 heartbeats, an ace up its sleeve no one saw coming. Awe. As the missile shot past, Viper was already recovering. Nose slammed back down from idle to roaring life. Full afterburner. Controlled fall to controlled flight in an instant. The attacker exposed. Viper locked on this time. A promise. Box 2. A brilliant flash and the weapon was gone. The enemy never saw it coming. A green square blinked. Direct hit. The engagement was over. The sky fell quiet, leaving Viper and his green alone once more. In the hardened bunker, tension was unbearable. They heard the chilling lock over the link. Everyone expected loss. Then, the impossible. Viper's icon froze. The missile streaked past. In moments, Gripen launched. Viper confirmed status. Status is green. Target neutralized. Returning to base. Relief broke into cheers. Telemetry showed supersonic to near zero, an extreme AOA, and a violent controlled recovery. Those 2 seconds became the most studied data in modern aviation. News travels fast. Within hours, the story began to leak. Whispers became a roar. Declassified footage electrified the net. The world's media went into a frenzy. The 2-second miracle, ghost of the sky, how a Swedish jet defied physics. Many cried hoax. It looked too impossible. An aircraft cannot just stop in mid-air. Simulations said their jets would fail catastrophically attempting a supersonic Cobra. The Gripen, no longer just cost-effective, was a giant killer. For decades, air combat trended beyond visual range. Stealth, powerful radars, hypersonic missiles, kill at distance. But the final seconds still matter. What happens when a stealth fighter is detected? When the first BVR shot misses, the fight can devolve into a close-range brawl where extreme agility decides fate. Gripen showed a missile can be beaten, not with speed or decoys, but by breaking its tracking logic. Syllabi changed. Pilots pushed into post-stall high AOA flight. Technology isn't enough. Skill, instinct, raw courage, back at the center. While many pursue heavier, stealthier twins, Gripen embodies a lightweight, software-enabled agility, proving unpredictability can rival low observability and brute power. The sky is quiet again. The sun hangs in the same vast expanse of blue, but something has changed. The silence feels charged with potential. The story of Viper and his Gripen is a modern legend, a touchstone for a new generation. A single pilot, a single aircraft in just 2 seconds reminded the world that rules aren't set in stone. They are rewritten by those who push the boundaries of the possible. In the dance of aerial war, there is still artistry, pure skill, snatching victory from certain defeat. Air combat has been changed forever. For any future adversary, a new question hangs in the air. What else can it do?